Greetings, beautiful. Greetings and happy Monday. Here we are starting our first full week in the month of October. I trust you had a lovely, restful weekend and ready to start this wonderful new week ahead. So this is us here with our Mindful Motivation for Mindset Mastery session. I love doing these sessions to just feel into the energy that we are in and, help you navigate choices and decisions and things of that nature, because that is what mindset mastery is all about. You being the boss of you. And that's kind of my intention and my passion is to help you get there. So for this, and I'm going to pull a few cards in a moment, but just to feel into what's happening with the moon, when I check in with the phases of the moon to really help deepen the connection you with you. Following the phases of the moon is a wonderful way of increasing our levels of intuition and really sort of looking into how do we tick, what happens when we, communicate from our heart space, guided by the wisdom of what's happening in the deepest aspects of us. That's kind of what following the moon phases do. One of the things that we had as yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Mercury went direct. And so that's helping us kind of get more in flow. But talking about flow, yesterday also, we have the first quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn's all about discipline and work and taking action and getting things done and being dedicated and committed to you. But there's also, because the sun is in the sign of Libra, and Libra sun is about balance, communicating what you need and what's working for you, things of that nature. So all that being said, it's about communicating and being diplomatic and being aligned with your truth, with your core. I just realized that my camera's a little bit off. There, that's better. So as we go into this, I'm going to begin with this idea of overcoming obstacles, of dedicating yourself to doing the things that you need to do. The first quarter phase of the moon is when we start taking action on the things that came up when we were being introspective with the new moon. So what kind of intentions were you putting in place? What projects are you working on? What goals do you have? And we're going to access the letting go cards to see what do you need to let go of in order to consider other opinions, to communicate with heart, to communicate from your essence, from your soul. And to see what we have to work on. This is excellent. So this is what we're going to do, working on clearing and letting go of negative thoughts. That's such a beautiful part around this mindset mastery, and also being mindful and really doing the things that you need to do rather than maybe giving up on certain things that you need to do to connect with your spiritual essence because you should. That's the quotation mark, you should, or you are giving your power away to some other agenda that's not really yours. So what action steps can you take this week to commit or to reset or to get into what's right for you? So now let's look and see, what does the tarot have to say to help us work with this? Sun in Libra and the first quarter of moon in Capricorn. Let's see what wisdom comes from our tarot. Oops, 2 cards came out this time. That's interesting. Well, this is cool. So the 2 cards that came up, this is the 9 of Pentacles. So really focus on you, on your abundance, on the things that you have. At the same time, this is my favorite knight in this tarot deck. The Knight of Pentacles is taking steps forward, committing to the path, to the journey, and doing the things that light him up. So this would be a time for you to just, really look in to say, am I following the dreams that I have? Am I working on creating them and enlivening them? Am I, pausing every so often to look at, and this is from the Libra Sun, to look at the horizon. Where am I going? And is it my truth? Is it, making the difference and sharing my talents and my gifts and what I want to experience more of? So, as well as taking action and minding your communication and speaking from your truth, being diplomatic, yes, but speaking from your truth and having some courteousness around other people's opinions or ideas, but not necessarily taking them on as your own if they do not resonate. As always, if I say anything that doesn't make sense or you need some more clarity or guidance, please put it in the comments below or message me directly. I'd love to help you get really clear on what is your gift and your uniqueness and your path, and help you let go of any kind of perceived blocks or obstacles or mindset pieces that's maybe keeping you not, surrendering into and lighting up what it is you want to. What is the thing that you intend to manifest, intend to create, intend to experience, intend to share? And how is it going? And continuing, one step at a time. Nobody can tell you how big of a step that you must take. You must find that within you. Sometimes a step forward might be just the tiniest baby step, or might even just be saying, okay, I'm going to do it. That's a step in that direction. And then other times you might make like a huge quantum leap, but it's around finding that sense of balance and ease and rhythm. So it's not about, the Capricorn piece about the duty and the work and commitment. It's not meant to be force. It's meant to be because you matter, coming from a sense of I matter and I choose to do this. I trust that makes sense. Okay, so I was just shuffling these Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels. We like to visit 3 of these to check in. And this is perfect. So the first one is nature. What is your nature? Do you create enough time to go and listen and receive the insights and the direction and the soothing energy? Sometimes just going out for a walk in nature can be the pivot piece to help you realize, oh gosh, I've been working too hard, or I've been struggling. Or it might actually sometimes be where the insights or your intuitive guidance lands. I often find that out for a walk and just, reviewing what's going on around me, and all of a sudden there's the answer because I've been in a calmer place. So going out in nature is really, really important to align with you and recognize that you are your soulmate. This is like connecting and using the guidance of the moon and where's the sun and where's the moon to then impact you and connect with the essence of your soul. One of the reasons I love to put my hands over my heart and come to this, it's soothing, it brings me into the present moment, and that's why I encourage you to do it. But it is said that also this is the seat of the soul. This is where you can actually access the truth of you, your core guidance, your inner wisdom. It sits here. And so sometimes that soulmate connection can simply be close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just see, what would my heart have me do in this, in whatever this situation. And what that does is allows you to open up to your ideas and inspiration. So it's a process, and that's what I was saying a moment ago about the rhythm and the pace. You need to find yours. Don't allow yourself to get caught into comparing yourself with other people and sort of going, oh, well, that group of people or that person is aligning or having so much success and things of that nature, or they're so grounded and so present and I'm not. That's not what this is about. This is about finding your truth. And that's why this is my new deck of cards. I like to end these sessions off with just checking in with this deck of cards. It's called Liberate Your Inner Truth. And that's what this is all about. This is what we're doing with these conversations and these just reflections. And of course, like I said, if anything's come up from what I've said that you need a wee bit more support or guidance, just let me know. Connect with me by putting comments in below the video or message me directly. And this is perfect. So this could be part of the intention that you set with this first quarter moon is, I am soothing. I am soothing me. I'm a soothing presence. How does that fit for you? How does that feel for you? And let me read this out. It says, to cultivate calm, tranquil, and soothing energy, I regularly place both hands over my heart and seek within. I trust my heart, it knows what I need. And now you can see why that card came out, because I'm reminding you that you have that soothing energy always. You can access it always. You just have to remember, put your hands over your heart and take a deep breath. I trust this resonates and makes sense. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. I'll be back here again with you next week with our next check-in for mindful motivation for mindset mastery. Much love to you. Thanks for watching.